Okay, hello everyone. This is Melissa, your math teacher. And this is a question that was asked over email. I think it's out of 6.4. It's adding fractions, these rational expressions. This is the problem right here. So remember that anytime that you're adding rational expressions, you have to get a common denominator, and that's the LCM. That was section 6.3. So this is section 6.4. 6.3 was the section where you learned how to identify the LCM. Okay, so in order to identify LCM, your denominators have to be factored fully, which both of these are. And then you're taking a look at all of the factors. Think of them separately, and you think about however many times they occur the most in any one factorization. Okay, so this v plus 9, that whole thing is a quantity, and that's one factor in the problem. The 3 is another factor, and the v is another factor. Okay, so if I think of them separately, the 3 occurs at most once in either of these places because it occurs once here and 0 times there. So it occurs at most once. The same thing goes for the v and also the v plus 9. And you should notice that the v and the v plus 9 are separate factors because obviously this one doesn't have a plus 9 associated with it. Okay, so this is what we want both of our denominators to look like. This v plus 9 right here is missing the 3 in the v, and the 3v is missing the v plus 9. So we're going to multiply by top and bottom by whatever's missing in order to get the common denominator. So I'm going to take this first fraction here, this 3 over v plus 9, and I'm going to multiply it by what's missing, and it's missing the 3. Oh, you can't see that. Trying to show you in a different color here. See if green shows up. Not really. Oh well, I'll just stick with black then. So multiplying top and bottom by the 3v. Okay. And then this second fraction here is missing the v plus 9. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by v plus 9. I need to remember to put parentheses around that v plus 9 because that 7 right there is going to be multiplying this whole quantity. So I have to put parentheses around it to show the distribution that's going to need to happen. Okay. The other thing to note here is the reason that I can multiply by these is because these are the equivalent of 1. So I'm not changing the problem at all. I'm just manipulating how it looks. Okay. All right. So now I actually have common denominators. I can bring the numerators together. So it's going to look like 9v plus 7 times this v plus 9. And that's all over the common denominator of 3v times v plus 9. Okay, so let's take the 7 here and distribute because we want to fully simplify this as much as we can in the numerator. So it becomes 9v plus 7v plus the 9 times the 7, 63. I said something different earlier. And then this is all over my 3v times v plus 9. So anyways, if we take the 9v and the 7v and we add those together, we're going to get 16v and then plus the 63 all over 3v times the v plus 9. Now there's one last step in these problems, which is when you get to this point, you need to actually check your numerator, and you need to see if your numerator is going to factor any further. Because if it does, there's a possibility that one of the factors in the numerator could cancel with one of the factors in the denominator, and if it did that, then we would want to simplify that. But if you take a look at the 16 and the 63, and I don't see a common factor between them, so I'm going to say that that's pretty much done.